Happening right now, we are just a few days away from celebrating the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army right here in the Capitol. Thank you for joining us on WUSA 9 and WUSA 9 Plus. I'm Simone D'Alba. The festival and parade is bringing military equipment, personnel, and about 200,000 people from across the nation. Just this morning, we saw more heavy equipment arrive in Jessup. Take a look. This is video from our Sky 9 around 11 o'clock this morning. The Army says it's ready to share its story.
We have a rich tradition of history and culture in the Army where 250 years, your U.S. Army soldiers have been on the battlefield since the Revolutionary War, World War I, World War II, Global War on Terror. So this is a great chance to meet soldiers, talk to soldiers, and what the jobs that they do.
The big thing about these tanks is that they are modified to minimize the impact to our roadways, and they're not going anywhere quickly, capped at just 3 miles per hour. And another big thing is how are authorities keeping such a large crowd safe? Eric Flack is joining us in studio now. Eric, you and I watched the briefing from U.S. Secret Service this afternoon on WUSA 9 Plus. They had a lot to say.
Yeah, and a lot of different agencies represented, Simone. The Secret Service, Park Police, and FBI all joined the D.C. Police Chief and others to outline plans to protect an estimated 200,000 parade and festival watchers on Saturday. Hours ago, we got this video of fencing going up around Lafayette Park, which will act as the security perimeter for Saturday's parade. There's going to be 18.5 miles of fencing in all, as federal and law enforcement say they will have a huge presence to make sure there are no incidents. Officers will be in uniform and undercover, watching for threats at street level and from above.
You may also notice multiple drones operating in the area. These are great tools for law enforcement situational awareness and part of our layered security strategy. Rest assured, all drones will be owned and operated by the Secret Service or our partners, so please do not be alarmed.
There's going to be one security entrance for the festival on the National Mall between Madison Avenue and Jefferson Drive. Then there's going to be 2 security entrances for the parade on 14th Street between Constitution Avenue and Independence Avenue, as well as C Street between 18th and 19th. Now, here is an important thing. You cannot enter one security checkpoint and have access to the other area. So you will need to go through each security checkpoint to get into the festival and parade individually. So what about huge lines to get in? Simone, as we heard, the Secret Service said they have a ton of those magnetometers to walk through. So they said don't expect problems.
You know, it was interesting, though, just to kind of hear them fine-tooth comb go through all the details. There's a lot that's going into this. I'm curious, did the Secret Service say anything about protesters?
Yeah, you know, I think they are downplaying the potential for any major potential disruptions. They are not setting up a designated protest area as they have in the past for events like inauguration. So, Simone, as we heard together, they have their eyes on a couple of small protests right now, but nothing they think will be a major concern.
Well, and keep in mind, this is a marathon, right? You've got the festival at 11, the parade not till 6:30.
All day event.
You've got to plan it out,
yeah,
really.
yeah.
Definitely. All right, Eric Flack, thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.